So the BCCI last year chose not to announce the player contracts for 21-22, but this year they publicly announced the 22-23 player contracts for the male cricketers, and it's interesting because it reveals that certain players are on the upward curve, whereas the others are on the downward curve. Let's look at the players who have been completely shunted out. There are players like Ajinkya Rahane, Ishant Sharma, Ridhiman Saha, who are completely out of favor. But interestingly, Shikhar Dhawan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, even though they don't find favor with India's ODI or T20I squad, still managed to find a place in this lineup of contracted players. But the big thing is the fact that someone like a Ravindra Jadeja has had a huge jump in the player contracts. He's now in the elite A plus category alongside captain Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and Jasprit Bumrah, which means he's one of the Fab Four in Indian cricket right now. But the others, like Hardik Pandya, has also found favor. It's interesting that KL Rahul has slid down further in the list. And that shows that his stocks are going down by the day, by the minute in Indian cricket. Interestingly, people like Shubman Gill, Surya Kumar Yadav have been rewarded. Jaydev Unadkat, Umran Malik have not found favor this time, but I'm pretty certain that they will very soon find favor in the next list whenever it is announced. But a word of caution here: presence in the BCCI player contracts by no ways means certainty in terms of selection, because if that was the case, they wouldn't be selecting players who are not in the contract list. Say Umran Malik in the one dayers, Jaydev Unadkat, they wouldn't look at them at all. The very fact that these guys are being looked at means that selection is not equal to your presence in the contract list. The contract list is usually drawn up by a panel comprising of the board president, secretary, chairman of selectors, and head coach. In this case, we still don't know if Chetan Sharma has officially resigned, and if he has resigned, what is the procedure to replace him? Who is standing in for Chetan Sharma at this moment as the chair of the selectors? So those details have not been provided. But for some others, like say an Ajinkya Rahane, who still harbors hope of playing for India in Test match cricket, the news is still not great for someone like Ajinkya Rahane. He needs to do more. Perhaps if he had taken a break and gone and played county cricket, it would have served him better in the whole process. Let's see what happens in this case. But for now, the BCCI has finally announced the player contracts for the male cricketers for 2022-23, and that too when the WPL final was going on. Thank God for small mercies. Finally, the list is out. Now the focus will all be on the Indian Premier League. So over to some lights, camera and action. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel, and keep pressing the bell icon to know more from us.